Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Farm, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. Let's get this party started. You know how we do it. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, that's what I'm on, is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where I'm going with this? So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer it for yourself, tune in, I can help you with that. Excuse me. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Okay, that's on them. Disregard them. I do. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. I got a problem with them. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. You see a lot of them running around here now, so I see. But avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. Okay, I can awaken them from the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and always to Mayat be true. We back in the book where we're talking about different mind states. This one is the distracted mind state. Right thinkers, why a distracted mind state is not a normal mind state, right thinkers? But in the mainstream, I'm going to bring it down and show you, they think it is. And this is why we suffer from a lot of stuff that we're going through because of the different ignorance and different mind states that we suffer through. This one is called the distracted state. All right? People in the distracted state of mind are considered, you ready? Normal. By mainstream, against society. Against society. Sorry, I can't help it. But people in this state of mind will often what? Act out. Why? Of selfishness. Okay? Me, I, ego, and will not even consider the consequences of the action. Right there is the problem. We teach I read. What you do, you reap what you sow. If you do something good and righteous, you guarantee a blessing. That ain't man's law. It's nature. Excuse me. So when you do an act, that's, well, my intentions were good. No. The act itself, when it's good, will be rewarded. But it don't make a difference what the intent of the act, good or bad. The act is rewarded for either good or bad. So whatever you do bad, denounced to nobody but yourself, you are the witness to you. And guess what? You are the judge of you. So be careful what you do. And this experience like the thermometer existence. When it's good, you're happy. When it's bad, you're sad. Again, you see that dip? No, that's not good for your character, for your personality. And what this means is that your experience is based on your mood swings. And you have a constant flow of emotions and desires that you don't control. Some people wake up depending what the first thing happened to them or how it started, it's going to dictate their day. That is crazy. But a lot of people live that. Well, it's going to be a good day. Why? Oh, this happened. That happened. Understand, please. When you are guided or led by your emotions, you're never going to be in control. Why? Depending on what it is. When you're in control, flatline, stay cool, maintain. Why? That keeps you from going too far up and too far down. That's why. If your emotions, they will take you either up or down if you don't control them. Again, that's why, and watch this, they may be responsible, they may be honest under ordinary and normal conditions. But when under pressure, of temptation, and I can vouch for this one myself while I lived through experience. God dropped some money. I went and picked up $50 of it, kept it. Wasn't a good deal. I paid for that. So even he don't know, nobody know, but I know, my man, that was just wrong, and I had to pay for that. So next time something happens, guess me, trust me, I'll make the better decision this time. First time, based on my situation, I looked out for me. Just want to give you an example about the lessons I'm giving you and teaching you. I live by them. I learned them myself. So again, when you're under pressure and the temptation sets in, they might, like I do, they may lie, cheat, or even steal. I called it being a rat bastard. I call a rat bastard somebody who will find your wallet, take the money out, and then help you look for it, and then, throw it so you can find it. It's going to be empty. But why? Because he took the money. But he's going to help you find it. That's a rat bastard. I did that. So I experienced a rat bastard moment for myself, and I paid for that one. Trust me. Moving on. But what happens then? When you're in position where you compromise your ethics, your morals, your standards, say yourself, that's selling your soul. You just sold your soul down the river. You just sold your soul. Why? You made that decision to do something that you know was wrong. You can't say, well, I didn't know. You can't claim ignorance when you're fully aware of the action that you're performing. So, another characteristic of a person who lives in a what? Distracted state of mind. It's not a good place to be. Why? Another example is that these people, they will meet in conversation and y'all will talk about any and all subjects and all people, probably, and without even coherence or rationale of what you're talking. For example, two people meet and y'all have lunch. Time and discuss y'all several subjects, from the taste of the food to the breakfast they had that day, to the new movie playing in Sarasota, to the weather, the forecast, and at least to intrigue of their favorite soap opera stars, to the ugly tie of their boss, and then they go back to their job. So you sit for a whole hour belly aching, and that's the distracted mindset. Watch this. And a lot of us do it. I'm not calling y'all personally. Again, if the shoe fits in the rudder, that ain't my problem, it's yours. You got to get the right shoe size. And if what I'm saying fits you, that's on you. You got to make those changes for yourself. I'm just putting it out there for you. And what happens? The conversation flows from one subject to another. Gossip. Without any rhyme or reason or said purpose. And it always what? It's always mindless and inane talk. Useless information. I don't need to waste my time with he say, she say, who shot John, could care less. If it's not relevant, ain't pertaining to me, I really don't care. A thoughtful person would not engage, aka right thinkers, would not engage in such a confused dialogue. He or she would remain quiet. When I'm in an atmosphere like that, that's just what I do. Shut up. Why? I'm not even engaging. I'm not even, again, I recognize who I'm around, and I acquiesce to the situation. Again, I'm not there to dispute what they say. No, I'm just not going to partake. Moving on. This would make them seem what? Abnormal to the general population. So because I don't partake in the nonsense, I'm abnormal? That's normal. The distracted mind is subnormal. It's the same. They were okay for general population. Now, next one is, first of all, you must first understand that what the masses, and that's us, the people, consider to be good and normal is in reality abnormal. Okay? It is an aberration from the higher reality wherein what? Where it is possible to what? Have experience in inner fulfillment and peace. You cannot have that from an outside entity. Inner, meaning inside. The distracted mindset manner in which most people, again, here we go, carry on in this expression of their feelings of emptiness, which must constantly what? Be tried to be filled. That's like keep pouring water in a bucket that got a hole in it. You're never going to fill it up. Why? Unless you realize there's a hole in the bucket there, Liza. Fix it, and then we can get some water. With excitement. Your life is filled with continuous what? They want you, what you call it is excitement and action. Always doing something. Keeping the mind off of what it needs to be doing. As long as it's active and doing something, it's cool. But the party got to end sometime. You got to come back to reality sometime. Eventually, it's got to run out. A person who has experienced what? Inner fulfillment, right thinkers, will not require interaction with others for the sake of what? Interaction. Not going to do it. And does not require what? Action in order to feel as if something fulfilling is going on. I am alive, etc. I need to express, okay, that's fine. That's the distracted mind. Such a person, watch this, who displays calmness, self-sufficiency, mental poise, acquiescence, and equanimity, peacefulness, and who is not, this person is not susceptible to what? Stress under stressful conditions. Why? As seen as abnormal. Why? But to a distracted personality, people who do not feel the need to seek excitement through parties, sports events, entertainments of various types, overindulging in food, sex, or anything else. See what I'm going with that? Those are party people. Outgoing people, extroverts. They got to be okay, and that's fine. But they are seen as what? If I'm not doing that, if you ain't partaking in that, you're seen as what? A social bore. By who? The masses. And yet, this advanced state that you're living in, right thinkers, of being, is the real evidence of our psycho-spiritual advancement in life. We're coming to grips to what is real, not a whole bunch of nonsense. Call it what you want. You don't watch football no more? No. You don't watch sports no more? No. You don't run? Nope. Nope. None of that. I do none of that no more. And what you do? Study, teach, and live right. Man, ain't that? Whoa. You ask me what I do. It ain't your call when I tell you what I do, how it should be, what you think before about it. It ain't your call. I don't care what you do, personally. But I don't do those things no more. Simple. Moving on. And when you do that, that's advancement. That's how you advance. Why? Realizing you don't need the things that you used to think you needed. That's spiritual growth. That's right thing of philosophy go to get you to do just that. I ain't saying stop doing it, stop doing it. No, you make those decisions on your own. Okay? There are many intellectuals in all fields, again, I get it, including spirituality, but who will engage, and this is what I refuse to do, in debates, in intellectual discussions, for the sake of what? Argument. I teach, I don't argue, I don't debate. Again, if we're going to debate, you have to be on the level that I'm at. And if you're at this level, debating ain't what you want to do. But if you feel the need to debate, to argue your philosophy or your reason, okay, I'll engage you if it's what I think it should be. Other than that, I can teach you. When you understand logic and when you have these intellectual discussions for the sake of just argument, logic is not studied for a higher purpose, but for the sake of logic itself, obtaining knowledge to use, to give, and to share, not to show it off how bad I am, how smart I am, how intellect. I ain't got time for that nonsense. Did that when I sell drugs. I'm in a competition serving God. Ain't gonna happen. But under these unusual conditions, the mind can construct any form of reasoning. An ignorant person can have a philosophy and use whatever he thinks to help him substantiate that concept. Okay? which will, okay, again, support their viewpoint. If your viewpoint is not based on facts and empirical proof, it's just that, your point, your viewpoint. Don't mean nothing else to nobody else. I give facts, I give proof. This is lessons, knowledge. I ain't giving you my opinion on how I feel. Maybe sometimes. But no, it ain't about that. And the power of what? Right reasoning and understanding to articulate speech is a paramount importance. Why? Because what you understand is what determines your experiences in what? This physical world, as well as your inner. Your speech, if it's on point, makadu, is an expression of your innermost beliefs and ideas. We are what we believe and think we are. That's all we got to work with. Once you manifest it, now you know. Okay? And your consciousness should be your guide. Therefore, and it's spelled CONSCIOUNESS. That's this. Your heart conscious, you want to be conscious, and you put them together, it should work as one. And therefore, you should not allow your intellectual capacity to what? To become retarded, stale, melancholic, gloomy, dejected, or spiritless. Maintain you. Don't give up your belief in yourself, no matter what people say or do. If they're not with you, to hell with them. You should believe in yourself, and that's what's going to make you do whatever you need to do for you. Now, intellectualism. It's good to have scholarly knowledge. It's good to be understanding that. But with no higher, sublime purpose will eventually lead to what? Dullness. It goes nowhere. To have a whole bunch of knowledge and not share it, not use it, it's going to tarnish. It's going to wear out. Okay? So, and the proof, here we go. The proof of this is the long history, again, of what? Intellectuals who have committed crimes. It doesn't make a difference how smart you are, okay? And what? Created some of the most anti-human forms of philosophy throughout the world. 2 examples, and I'm done. The first 2 examples of this are what? The African slave trade and the racism of the Nazi Germany. The Jews knew about what was going on. They financed it. They got paid. We did it. Oh, but you, okay, another this little tidbit. But when you are the financier of something that's wrong, you just as wrong. Understand that, because you ain't physically doing it, but you're the one profiting off it. It's just as bad. If you understand that, then you preaching a practice philosophy that's full of crap. Why? Because you should know that. Okay? Both of which were supported, who? By many intellectuals at that time. They didn't stop it. My old man gave me a joke a long time ago. What's the difference between a good Jew and a bad Jew? A good Jew won't stop the bad Jew from doing it. Moving on. Hence, here's none. Even today, there are those who what? Create elaborate trustees, okay, which seek to prove the superiority of one group over another based on what? Sex, economics, genetics, etc. See where we're going with that? All wrong. All of these criteria are relative and illusionary. Hello, why? Therefore, anyone who engages in such supposedly intellectual activity is to be considered as being equally caught in what? The ignorance of egoism as a backward person who never went to school or even for a day and who has not learned to what? Interact with people of other groups, races, or colors. Thus, intellectual persons, even those who may seem cultured and sophisticated, cannot automatically be considered what? More advanced than what? An illiterate person. If you not producing, manifesting what you claim to be or know, how will we know? Okay, that's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I got another one coming back, another state. We ain't done, but for that now, right thinkers in closing, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I'll never know that right thinkers like you have passed away. And Even if he didn't become enlightened, I still wish you the best. I'm out.